What you see behind me is the location of one of the most horrific plane crashes in the civil aviation history. This is what the experts are telling us. So let me quickly give you an understanding of what we are looking at. This is the site where you see a lot of activity happening because there is investigation going on right now. But let me first tell you what you are seeing in your visuals. I request my video journalist to pan the camera towards those buildings that you see covered suit. Those buildings covered in black suit are actually, and in fact right now as you can see, an ambulance now making its way inside. So flurry of activities here at the site. You know, things are still on while the authorities believe that they have been able to account for every single person who might have been trapped in this space. They are still perhaps in the hope that they would be able to find some survivors. You know, all of these exercises are still on. So I was showing you those buildings, the buildings that have turned completely black. That is the suit. It's the suit that has covered those three buildings. What are those three buildings? These are the buildings that are either mess or the food mess where all the trainee doctors and nurses would sit down to have their meals, or they are just the doctor houses, they are residences, and then there are hostels. So that is what I cannot show you right now is the rear part of this building where the part of the tail of this aircraft actually got stuck after the impact. It must have flown so high, it got stuck into this building and just moved inside, and in fact that's where we are being told that at least 5 doctors were they were killed right on the spot. There's 6 of them who are battling very, very serious injuries in the civil hospital. The civil hospital is just a crow's fly from here. Again, you know, because the area has been barricaded, it's extremely difficult to sort of explain to you when I say that the civil hospital is just a stone throw from here. But that's where most of the victims, the mortal remains of the victims have been kept, because the DNA sampling is happening. And without the DNA sampling, the government says it's going to be very difficult for them to hand over the bodies, because the victims, those who have lost their lives, have been charred beyond recognition. And that is why DNA sample is extremely important. That's one. Prime Minister was here a short while ago. He, in fact, his convoy stopped right there where you can see the ambulance going. That's where his convoy had stopped, and he got off the car. He actually on foot went inside this premises and took a tour of this entire premises on his own. He wanted to see how things are, and in fact right now also, as we are trying to send this report to you, ambulances after ambulances making its way inside. Can't quite say exactly what's the reason at this point in time, but this is the location where all of it unfolded. The horrific disaster yesterday, right from the skies, when you saw that plane pretty much, trying to, it just seemed as if the pilot inside was making the best efforts to pull the aircraft up back into the sky, but he was unable to. And the preliminary reports do suggest that there could be the engines of this aircraft failed. It's a Dreamliner, remember. The Dreamliner has come to the aviation market not long before. In about 2011, we are told, the first Dreamliner actually, and you can see I think these are forensic team members who are going inside, because there is already a huge forensic team. And there you can see, I'll ask my video journalist to pan and show it to you. Those are the forensic guys. They are now, of course, going from one building to the other building, trying to pick up evidences to put together a story that the entire nation and perhaps the entire world now wants to know exactly what happened. And this is the very spot where they will be able to find evidences of all kinds, because whatever happened in the sky, it's all over. It's vanished. It's down here on the ground. So if there are evidences to be picked up, if there are things that will make any sense to these investigators, to the people who are trying to piece together the story of Boeing 171 as to exactly what happened with this flight yesterday that was en route from the Ahmedabad airport to the Gatwick airport in London. And with just one survivor, everybody else is no more. It's gone. So that one survivor's testimony is also very important. In fact, he's there in the hospital. We are being told that the Prime Minister will also meet him, or might have, was such that he was at least able to speak and give an explanation as to what, according to him, happened. He has told the civil aviation guys and the cops. Yesterday, what he has told them is that there was no time for the crew to even understand that there's something happening. He said there was no signal, there was no announcement, there was nothing. It just happened within seconds. So there are two estimates that are doing the rounds. One, it says that, from the time the aircraft was airborne, it took about 33 seconds for it to go down. The another account says it took about 27 seconds for the aircraft to go down. So you can quite imagine that in half a minute, in less than half a minute, the aircraft was had almost hit the ground. The impact in which it just loaded. Why did it 1.25 lakh liters of fuel inside its tank? So it was pretty much a moving fireball. When the impact happened, it just blasted, which must have given seconds for the people to have to lose their lives. So one is only hoping that the end of all the passengers, 241, was not as painful as it's seeming to us, because we are being told that perhaps they wouldn't have even realized the impact and the temperature in which they lost their lives. So that's what is happening, and I am just trying to give you and make you understand the spot of the disaster that has baffled everybody, the disaster which has a lot of unanswered questions, the disaster that will be looked into perhaps for months to come to try and understand exactly what led to this Dreamliner, a Dreamliner whose safety record is quite impeccable. Just what led to this Dreamliner going down like this into a fireball and ensuring that apart from one, everybody on board lost his life. With camera person Rajesh in Ahmedabad for ABP News, this is Megha Prasad.
For exclusive and insightful videos, subscribe to our new channel ABP Live Premium.